Sound check, 1, 2.
This is the 217 Recovery Podcast with Corey Winfield.
He knows as soon as he gives it to her, he's gonna give her his heart to her too.
And we'll have kids and get married.
That's too far.
Holy shit.
It is the 12th of July.
It is.
That's how I say it in Arkansas. July 12th, 2023. My name is Corey Winfield, and this is the 217 Recovery Podcast. Very special guest. He came a long way to be with us today. My friend Adam Newth. How are you, man?
I'm doing great, Corey. Thanks for having me on again.
Yeah, thanks for being here. And I think the last time we did one, it might have been from here. But I know one time we did one in the back of the mobile unit.
We did one in the back of the mobile unit, and then you shot something for 217 when I was speaking at Nancy's Family Road to Recovery program.
Still working on it.
Yeah.
Still working on it. I have a whole session saved of editing the video, which was a great time. You went there and you spoke, kind of told your story a little bit, and it really helps the families understand really what their family members are going through.
Exactly. And then once we get on this end of our recovery journey, we kind of can have some more insight as to what really did help us and what didn't, and how those family members can be most effective in helping their loved ones who are suffering right now.
How much clean time do you got?
As of right now, 2 years, 10 months-ish. I'll have 3 years, Lord willing, September 1st.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'll have 5 in December.
Heck yeah.
And it's funny, though, how the more time you have, the more accepting of the responsibility of it being, like, the stuff that you did being your fault.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like, when I had my year, I remember doing my year thing, and I was like, I'm not talking until I have a year, at least about my story. And then I told the story, and I go back and listen to it now. I'm like, well, that's wrong. That's wrong. You know, and I'm blaming other people still. You know, well, not now, but like then. Oh, yeah. And I wonder how much more that's going to change, you know, because the more time passes, I think maybe it's just a mental thing, or maybe just we're in recovery more, we're further away from it, where we can just accept, like, no, that wasn't the ex-girlfriend's fault. No, that was my fault.
Exactly. We can own our shit.
Yeah. And I'm like, well, she started drinking hard liquor, so then I started drinking hard liquor. No. I had a problem way before that, you know, and she wasn't pouring it down my throat. No, that was my decision. And then I'm like, well, she must have been an alcoholic more than me. But no, not my story to tell, you know, and she doesn't have a problem today. So, let's do the math on this, you know, like, who's the one that went to treatment a bunch? Who's the one that almost died? This guy, you know, and so it's easier to accept that responsibility and the blame that I was throwing on other people to, like, turn that back into myself and go, yeah, that was me. And I don't know why that is. And maybe it's like that for some people, maybe it's not. But for me, it was just like, and I just noticed that, like, maybe a year or so ago.
Yeah.
Like, wow.
I think the farther we get in our recovery journey and the more healthy we become, we have more self-acceptance, and we can, you know, have more introspection and, like you said, not blame others and just accept what is ours.
Yeah. And maybe at that time, you know, when I had a year clean, I never had that much time. I'd never had anything over 5 months, you know, until this stretch here. So that was something that for me was new. And if that's what I needed to get to year 2, then okay, sure. You know, but yeah, to just be able to look back at it now and just be like, hey, sorry, everybody. Sorry if I threw you under the bus. Sorry about that. It was me. It was my fault.
I was the one.
Yeah, it's me. You know, I had a problem with alcohol. I was addicted to it, and it took over my brain, and it made me crazy.
My bad, guys.
Yep, my bad. But so the other day, well, first, because you were like, hey, I asked you because you came by earlier, and I was like, you want to talk about anything later? And you're like, I don't know, do you? I said, yes.
Yeah, you had some ideas.
I did. I had a couple ideas, but then it hit me too that I haven't addressed the situation that I came into work, I think it was on Tuesday, which would have been yesterday. That's how people work it in the real world. They're like, oh, Tuesday? Oh, you mean yesterday? Yeah. Well, I came in and Jeremy was in here, and Jeremy's kind of like intern, about to be employee kind of thing. And first thing he says to me is, "Oh yeah, hey Mr. Winfield, I like it raw." And
Really?
Well, there's a reason why he says this to me, and it's not because he likes it raw. It's because I did this interview with these great people over on the other side of the state, over by Detroit, Live Right.
Okay.
And Brandy asked me, "Hey, will you be on the podcast?" Which I guess it's more of a vodcast. Is that what they call them?
Video podcast?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which
I just
was
took a stab in the dark.
It was a shock to me because I knew they had some stuff out there, but I didn't know they did all of them on the video. So, I mean, I dressed appropriately, I guess. So that was nice. That just happened to be. And I was like, oh, YouTube link. And sometimes even though it's on YouTube, people will take the audio from it and post it. So I thought, oh. But it was a video. And Marnie watched it and said, "Oh, you did really good, honey. I liked it." And I said, okay. So then I shared it like a week later after I did it. And she posted it. And then I shared it like on 217's Facebook, on the group, on my own maybe. And there's a part in there. Well, I'll just go ahead and play it for you right here.
Okay.
This is like part of the whole clip, but you'll, I think, understand what I'm talking about. I don't have show notes. I don't have a run sheet. It's just better to go natural. At least that's what
I like it raw
for me.
No, I'm 100% with you because in the beginning I thought I needed to have that list, and I'm just like, I think I stutter more with it, and I'm like, no, I'm done. We're going raw. This is how it's gonna go.
So that was pretty much the clip in the entire, and then she goes on to thank me for being on. But we were talking about planning the podcast. You come sit down and it's like, let's just wing it. Like I'm and some people do. They have like the run sheet and they do it, and that's great, man. But I'm not trying to do a radio show in here. I'm trying to do a podcast. So for me, and with the experience I have, I just kind of wing it. And
off the cuff.
Yeah, and that was her response to it. So let's just back it up here to.
I like it raw.
For me.
No,
See, it was the smart ass in me when she says that, which she doesn't. She just means that she means like she likes to go raw with the podcast and just go without prep and stuff.
No script.
But some people, men, I think more in general than women, when they hear that, they think of like
Wu-Tang Clan?
Yeah. Yep. That song. Oh, baby, I like it raw. Oh, baby, I like it raw. Well, they're talking about other stuff. And you hear me go, and you guys, the video, I guess, is the best. And that's what Jeremy said. He said, I almost lost my shit. He's like, because just look on your face and it looked like you almost lost your shit. And so just listen again. But you hear me go, wait, what?
I like it raw.
For me.
No,
what? And I'm like, wait, what? In the video. And then I have to realize okay, Corey, you don't really, I met her at the UFAM rally is just in passing. Hey, Randy, how's it going? Yep. I don't know her like I know you or like some other people where I really joke with them about that. Mm-hmm. So my first instinct is like, wait, what? And then I realize where I'm at and what I'm doing. And then I duck down and I'm starting to laugh and I'm putting my hand over my face. And then I try to smoothly bring it back up like I wasn't just laughing about in my mind thinking all the stuff I could have said, And so Jeremy, when I come in, he's just like, I like it raw. And I was like, what? Oh, dude, you saw the video? And he's like, yeah, dude. And that's when he told me that. He almost lost it.
We're going raw. This is how it's going to go.
Mm-hmm. So that's what we do. So we're going raw around here. So I wanted to talk about that to at least address it. If anybody else saw the video and thought, whoa, Corey, good self-control. I thought it was pretty good.
No, that is. And
wait, what?
If that's the extent of it,
yeah.
then you did good.
Just duck out of it. Sometimes you got to know when to say when.
That's it.
Just back in the day, I didn't. And some would say today I still don't. But hey, that's proof right there. I'm growing. I'm getting better.
What is it? Progress, not perfection.
It
right?
is. And that was a hell of a lot of progress right there.
That it was.
And sometimes you got to pat yourself on the back, Notice those little changes in yourself and go, you know what? The old me, whoo.
Could have went off the rails on that one.
Yeah. Would sent me off into who knows what. But Yeah, I think I handled that well.
You did.
So.
And I think you handled it well enough that you'll be invited back on.
Yeah, and I want to have her on the podcast too, so we'll just have to get it done quick.
We're going raw. This is how it's going to go.
Yep, and quick. Get it in quick, and that way we can address this. I wonder if I should address this situation with her.
I don't think it's needed. I think it's normal for a guy to laugh at that, and you did it like, with your hand up, and
You have to see the video.
did the best that you could to control it. But no, I get what she's saying. Unscripted usually gets the best stuff out of us. I mean, I can understand that in early recovery, maybe it's better to run off of a script when you're having recovery talks, or sharing your story, just to make sure you have like a clear, concise message. But I think the best stuff just comes from the heart and can come from a natural conversation like the ones you and I have.
I like it raw.
For me.
No,
Wait,
I.
I'm really glad there's not a camera, because every time he's playing that, I'm covering my mouth away from the mic too.
What? No way.
Yes, way.
Yes.
He is. So the other thing I want to talk about, now that we address that, we can move on. I heard yesterday that it was a woman's birthday, a rapper by the name of Lil Kim.
Oh,
Lil Kim.
okay.
49 years old.
Shut up.
So I'm thinking, she got grandkids. Is she nasty rapper? Like if you're out there and you're like, you're telling your kids, I don't like you listening to rap. You don't want them listening to her rap. Not if they're under the age of, 20.
Yeah, not once.
So she's like, you can take that and lick there and put that there, and I don't care, and blip, blip, blip. And you're like, whoa, like, that's too nasty. Like, even porn stars are like, oh, too much Lil Kim.
Yeah, like pull it back.
Like, no, it doesn't smell like that, or whatever they're saying. I don't know what porn stars say to rappers. Just saying. I know there was a chance for me to hit the drop, but I'm not going to do it. Not going to do it.
I thought I saw your finger going over.
Progress, not perfection.
There it is.
But it made me think, like, man, like, do her grandkids know who she is, and what, like, do they have her albums, or like, does their mom, who's the kid of Lil Kim? I guess I could just do research and see if Lil Kim has any kids.
Yeah.
Like, maybe it would
Google it.
it'd take the phone away.
It would.
But like, man, wouldn't you be like, don't listen to grandma's tapes? Because my grandma, this old church lady, and so I look at like, oh, my grandma went to church, and even one of my mom or other people like, oh, grandma had a wild side there for a minute. She was hitting the bars, and when she married Ed, he had a Harley, and I'm like, oh, grandma's into biker dudes? No, grandma just goes to church, praise Jesus. She gives me candy.
That's what she does now.
Makes me cinnamon toast. Like, that's what I thought about grandma. Like it'd be hard to be like, grandma was on the mic rapping what? She was what?
Oh yeah.
That'd be
Was that one
difficult
album cover that everyone had like a poster in their room in like the late 90s? Like, you want to show your kids and grandkids that, like, yep, this is my body of work. This is one of the things.
And I'm not even that rich now.
No.
She's not. Really.
Didn't she go to prison?
Probably. Maybe.
I think so.
I'm glad you're on, because you know more about Lil Kim than I do. I was just thinking maybe she had some grandkids and thought it'd be weird.
No, I think she did a bit.
Yeah. Prostitution?
No.
Bad rapping?
Taxes, or not testifying about a murder, or maybe that was another rapper. I might be making myself sound like an idiot right now, because I'm not 100% sure. But
don't get us on a hit list, bro.
No hit list, but 99% sure she went to prison.
Yeah, we're just wondering, and we're not. I'm just wondering anyway. Because some of the things that I've done, I'm like, I'll have to explain that to my kid one day, because I don't have kids, so I never thought that. But now it's like, oh wait, well, not now, because I still don't have any kids, but I'm thinking about having some. So it's like, whoa, how am I going to explain that one? So just think sometimes before you put out a nasty record.
That's it. No, and I dread having to explain some of the stuff that I did to my kid. I mean, my partner, she's not in recovery, and sometimes I get talking about stuff back in the day, and she's like, "Excuse me, you did what?"
Yeah.
But not like judging, but like she doesn't know that side of me.
Right.
You know what I mean? Just like Marnie doesn't know you from when you were in active addiction. Like Emmy has no clue about anything I used to do. Like she only knows me as the Adam that I know and love.
Right.
Now.
There's the Adam here and now in the present, which is the only one that really matters.
Exactly.
But just be careful. Because if Shady Records calls and you want to do a nasty album, just saying, that's a little different.
I do it like under an alias.
Yeah, it's Lil Adam.
And then wear a mask like what's her name does when she's on stage. What's that girl in recovery? Sia or whatever? Like for the longest time, she'd only go on stage with a mask. She didn't want anybody knowing who she was. So if I put out a horrible record, I have to wear a mask.
Go out Lil Raw.
Oh, I was just waiting.
I'm not doing it.
Okay.
Not gonna hit it. Not gonna hit it, man.
Okay.
All right. That was a little Kim talk for the day. And the third one is something that I think I've thought about before, but it just still doesn't make sense to me. So I was hearing him talk about Zeke Elliott. And he had a dog a couple years ago. He had some maintenance guy over doing something in his backyard, and he left the fence open, and his dog ran out and bit some people. And they tried suing him, or still are trying to sue him for $1 million. $1 million.
Yikes.
And when a dog bites somebody, they cut their head off, right?
That's news to me. I mean, I think they get euthanized.
Okay.
You know, a good majority of the
They
time.
hung them up and cut their head off or something. Or maybe if they don't have their rabies papers or something, then they cut their head off and check them out. But they do. They kill them. Right?
Makes sense.
Okay. Just follow me here. When a human kills somebody intentionally, because they're mad or scared or whatever, protecting their property. Like someone comes in your house to rob you, and they rob you and punch you in the face, and they take off running out of your house, and you shoot them in the back, you're going to prison for murder.
Unless you're in like a stand your ground state.
If you shoot them in the back, to my knowledge, you still...
In the back.
Yeah, because they're running away. They're
So
not,
they have to
they're
be
not a
facing
risk
me.
anymore. Yeah.
Okay.
You got to turn them over. Like, well, if I shot him in the back, and then he came at me. That's why I shot him again.
Yep, exactly.
This is a little closer, so make sure you put the body far enough away to make it make sense, okay? Yeah. Think about it. But no, so like you kill somebody and what, you go to jail 20 years?
If you're lucky.
So maybe 15?
No, I mean, like in other states, like they'll give you the death penalty.
Will they?
Yeah.
For killing somebody? Like if you do multiple murders, like you're a serial killer, then they will.
No, if it's like heinous enough, I think, you know, Michigan, I guess, depending on your point of view, you could say we're lucky enough or not lucky enough that we don't have the death penalty here.
For humans.
For humans.
But if a dog bites your ass.
That's like universal, yeah.
And you're going to die, dog.
Yeah.
But human? We'll put you over here in this little kennel. It's backwards. Then you see little homeless stray dogs, and you've seen the whatever her name was that sang that one song. What is her name? I'm not even gonna try to sing it. Sarah something.
Oh, the one with the ASPCA commercial.
Yeah, with the dog. Just for $20 a day or whatever it is. It's probably $20 a day.
You know,
yeah, you know what I'm saying.
I was just talking about that commercial with Emmy the other night because we were talking about the donations or whatever, and I was like, you know, one time when I was still using, I was just high enough one night when I saw that commercial, and it like got me emotional, and I went to donate money to them, and they told me my donation amount that I suggested I would just give them just one time. I happened to have some extra money while I was using. Didn't happen that often. Felt like generous. And they told me my donation was insufficient and wouldn't take my money. So needless to say, I didn't feel bad about not donating ever again.
We were on our way to something, and I remember Justin was in the back. Oh, it might have been the recovery community organization meeting we had like in February, and we were driving there, and the lady from the Tigers called me, and I was like, man, guys, I really want to do this thing where we do the thing like the dog that whatever. But I was like, and we have like a dude like walking down the street with this mitt, and he's like, I never get to go to a Tigers game, and just like show him like being in recovery or whatever that even means. But like, for just 10 cents a day, you can help little Timmy, who's like a grown ass man, go to a Tigers game, and
you can help fulfill a lifelong dream of a recovering addict. And
it was so wrong and all over the place. It was so funny, and Marnie didn't think it was. Justin was kind of laughing with me, but he kind of felt weird because Marnie wasn't. And she's like, it's not funny. And I'm like, it was hilarious. She's like, you're making fun of this and that and that. I'm like, I know, it's great. So it never came to light, but I thought, well, if we could do that, then maybe we get some, Tigers tickets. But I was like, other than that, I don't know how we're going to sell them all. There's a lot of them. I don't know. But so, okay, back to the story about the dogs and stuff. With them, you see a little dog commercial, whatever. Oh, people just give. You see something for homeless people who need help. Why don't they just get a job? It's so backwards.
They're not as cute as
Like
dogs.
we're going to give money to the homeless dogs, or the ones that are running around almost biting people, or maybe biting people getting away with it. Ain't nobody know where they live. We're going to give them the monies to help these people, these dogs. I'm sorry, but then we won't help the people. But when a dog bites somebody, you did. But when a human kills somebody, it's like, well, let's just rehabilitate them over here. It doesn't make sense, Adam.
I mean, it kind of does.
What? No way.
Yes,
Fuck's
way.
sake.
Oh, that was nicely thrown in there.
I had to get you to that one.
You got me.
Gotcha, Ways.
No, but I mean, it's supposed to mean that our lives are more valuable, right? And that there's
But we won't help people who need it.
circumstances as to why we don't kill people as opposed to dogs.
But yet we kill dogs because, well, you bit a human, dirty ass human who probably deserved it, and you know what? You're going to die.
They could have.
Because I took a picture of a dog and was like, this homeless dog needs a home. $5 will help. Times a million, however many we need, whatever. We need $10,000 to get this dog a home. And if I put a picture of a dude or a lady, whatever, maybe even a baby with the homeless man or woman,
the baby
might change the game.
It is going to change the game.
Okay, so take the baby out. So we just got the mom or dad or whatever. Maybe both of them. Put them together. These people need $10,000. I will bet $1 that the dog gets the money first.
Most likely.
Sarah McLachlan, that's her name.
That is her name.
Damn, that was good. 15 minutes later.
Hey.
I'm not getting old.
No.
No wet brain.
No. There's just a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, there is actually.
There's a ton. In fact, Christina just loaded the flyer for the 217 and ATS volleyball tournament.
Nice.
Yeah.
I shared it on Facebook.
That's it. And she shared it on the Porches page, and that's going to be, Saturday the 29th?
Yes.
Of July? Yeah.
Yeah, volleyball. We're co-sponsoring it.
That's right. Same
Like,
spot it
that's
was
sweet.
at last year, right?
Mm-hmm.
The Grelikville Park, right outside of TC here.
We're going to have a dog out there. We're going to have a human out there. We're going to try to raise money, and we're going to try to save a life. We're going to say one of these two killed somebody.
We're not going to tell you which.
Nope, it's going to be great. And whoever raises the least amount of money is the one who did it. Man, I need like a foghorn. Dun, dun.
Or can we so there's that to raise money for either the person or the dog, but then can there be side bets on which one is going to raise more money to make it interesting for those who aren't willing to give the money for the dog or the human, but also want to bet.
Tricking their ass.
I'm not an advocate for gambling. I'm just saying
And then we'll
this
do
could be amusing.
whoever is, if it's lopsided, then obviously the one that we're going to get the most money with will ultimately be the one that is guilty.
Obviously, the payout should be less on the dog because probably the dog's going to win, like we were talking about.
Yeah. I just think it's weird. I was thinking about that today when I heard the Zeke story, and I was like, wait a minute, like that doesn't make sense.
I was going to say, isn't it all the maintenance guy's fault? It should be, right? How can they be suing Zeke Elliott when he didn't let the dog out?
Right. Roof. But yeah, it should be. And I wonder if he made, because I'm sure it wasn't just some stray puppy dog. I'm sure he paid a lot of money for it.
He had to have.
So would he then charge the maintenance people like, hey, you let my dog out, left the fence open, so I'm going to charge you for the price of that dog that got murked?
Yeah, or like charge the company. Probably you can probably add some suffering costs in there too. Mental anguish. Something.
And then he's getting sued for $1 million on top of it, you know?
Yikes.
If you get a dog, do you have to get insurance on that? Or is that part of homeowners, or how would that work? Because there's got to be some in case shit.
There has to be. Maybe with the homeowners, it's covered. Liability.
What if we could get into that business?
Dog liability insurance?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, now I've wanted a dog for a while, but now it sounds easier to not have one because I don't want to get sued.
No. Not even your fault.
It's the maintenance guy's fault. That sucks.
Yeah, it does.
I mean, do you have insurance on your cats?
No.
How does that work? I haven't been adulting long, so.
Would you rather get, I don't know. Would you rather get attacked by a cat or a dog?
Dog.
Yeah. You think you'd stand a chance against a dog a little better and just protect your neck, right?
No, cats, like, when they want to go ape shit on you, it sucks.
Because they dig in, and then you got to try to peel them off as you're ripping your meat off your bones because their claws are in here. And you think, nope. No, and yeah, you can't just kick it. Like if you see a cat running at you, I don't think you're just going to boot it.
No.
A dog running at you, you could like size it up like 3, 2,
exactly.
Kick off, you know?
Another thing I was discussing with Emmy recently, because we went to my mom's house the other weekend, and she has 2 of my sister's cats there, Timmy and Titty.
Oh.
Titty is named as such because my son couldn't say kitty when he was young. It only came out as Titty, and it stuck. So I was helping my sister move once.
We're going raw. This is how it's going to go.
Totally appropriate. So I was helping her move from this house in East Lansing, and I had to put Titty in a box. This cat went ham on my arm.
Oh.
Fucked me up. Am I allowed to say that on here? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. The F-bomb got dropped earlier. This cat fucked me up so bad. But again, I was high. I was still using it at the time, so did I make it worse? Was it just because of the cat? But that sticks in my brain as something I never want to happen again, so I'll take my chance with a dog.
And you knew Titty. You probably love Titty.
I fucking hate that cat.
Did you hate it at the time, though?
I was indifferent
Well, at
towards
the
it.
time, you were hating it because it was ripping your arm apart.
Like, right before the incident, I was indifferent towards the cat. And I think I've seen it maybe 3 times in 6 years since then because it, like, hides all the time. It's a little shithead.
Because I guess there isn't. Like, what's the big version of a dog? You know, because they were like cats. Because I was watching something on cats the other day, and it was talking about how they all came from, like, the whatever, cat fleet, whatever it's called. And, like, tigers and cheetahs and all that crap. And there's some big ass cats, but like there's not a big ass version of that. I mean, there's Great Danes, but that was bred in that way, I think. But like, there's not like a wild ass like Bigfoot that used to be that's the dog would come from. You know, it's like anyway. My point of this whole challenge here is if you took a panther or tiger, or lion, whatever, and put it against a dog,
Would it have to be like against a wolf?
Maybe, yeah, there we go.
Like a big version of a wolf?
Yeah, the wolf's going to get messed up pretty quick.
No, like a prehistoric, like what, 1,000 years ago wolf, weren't they like pretty big?
Not bigger than 1,000 year ago lion.
Probably not.
I'd take the lion in that one.
Probably. Yeah, you'd have to.
Man.
I mean, if you're gambling on it, yes.
Mm-hmm. Because cats, my point there, cats are mean. And they come from a long line of being mean. And they're sweet, too. They don't want to be put in a box.
They do not.
Not a big fan of that. Or a dog would be like, okay, I'll go in the box.
Yeah.
Cat's like, nah. And a dog, I mean, I guess it depends on what kind of dog, because they're going to try to go for your neck. They're going to try to rip your arm off. But, like, I feel like I could punch it easier. Or, like, get an eyeball. Make it stop.
It's just the claws.
Yeah,
the cats.
Brutal.
That's the worst part.
So I'm saying, like, when they got you and you got to, like, pull them off, you're ripping your meat off because their claws are in you. Like, it's just, I'm sorry. You're having flashbacks.
Yeah, I am. I was looking at my arm. Oh, that was like a trauma response. Look down at my arm and grab it. Oh,
man. And it stings so bad and it hurts and gets infected. And
now, a declawed cat versus a dog, I would take a declawed cat any day. It'd just be like one little, drop it.
They got the back claw still, but
can there be a totally declawed cat?
I don't think they'll do that. I mean, there can be. You can just go home and rip them out. But again, good luck holding the cat down. They're probably not going to let you rip out their nails.
Unless you trank it, right?
I don't know, man. I don't know. Well, hopefully it'll never have to happen. We never have to choose which one we're going to have to go up against. But
yeah, hopefully these are hypotheticals that never become reality.
Yeah. But thanks for coming by to talk about it with me today.
Thank you for this appointment that I had scheduled today.
Yeah, and thanks for coming on to talk about the beach volleyball going on here in Traverse City on the 29th. If people have questions, they want to come out, there's going to be prizes. You don't have to be in any kind of ATS thing. Like if you're an outpatient or something like that, you can just come by. If you're in recovery, come on by. We don't want you out there if you're drunk. I'm just going to throw that out there. I don't want you out there if you're drunk.
Yeah, this is just clean fun.
Yeah.
Just learning how to have fun without using anything.
Yep. And it's going to be prizes for the winners, which is great because I feel like a winner all the time.
Yeah.
So I'm going to get a prize of something.
Are you gonna be participating, or are you gonna set up the booth again?
Set up the booth.
Yeah.
I'm gonna set up the tent. We got a new banner.
Nice. Yeah. I got to get a team together because my team was the champions last year, first inaugural tournament champions.
Got to repeat, but see, it's the teams are drawn at random.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Well, that's when you go over and you throw a cat on somebody and be like, hey, I guess he's not on my team anymore. Can I get a new guy?
Right, exactly. He's dealing with a cat situation.
Yeah, he's got to run home. He can't get sand in those wounds.
No. Yeah, it was drawn at random. I forgot that.
Yeah. So, but you can still bring them, and hopefully they are on your team. And if not, hand them the box with titty in it.
That's it. Just stick the cat on
like
them.
Free titty, and then like, what is this box with free titty? Oh my god, I can't see.
Oh man, homeboy can't play.
Sorry, you're not on my team, man. It would have been different, I'm sure.
Great, but no, come out. It'll be a good time, and thanks for having me over today. I'm always popping over here for work stuff, and just to put some context on the far trip that I had to make over here today. Corey and I work across the street from each other.
Yeah,
which is awesome.
It is. I've never been to your place. Like I've been to your place for work stuff, but like I've never got a tour. I don't ever get treated like that.
Well, I was gonna say you're still, technically you still
work there.
You still work for us. So anytime you want to come over,
Christmas bonuses and stuff.
Christmas
awesome.
bonus.
That's pretty cool.
Stay on the payroll just for the bonus.
Yeah, man. In case I ever need to drive some. So
there you go. No, but it works out. It's great because 217 being so close and me being the manager over at the pier, the ATS detox, like we're able to coordinate rides to and from treatment for all of a majority of our people because of you. So we're super grateful. for you and your guys' efforts here, and I love this partnership we have together, and let's just I can't wait to just keep working together, helping people, and see how we can make this thing grow.
Yeah, and I just got to say real quick too that the relationship that we have with Addiction Treatment Services is amazing, and they help us a lot, and in ways that I don't even know sometimes, and just the support that we get from them, and them wanting to help a company and a nonprofit that's coming up, trying to help people in recovery. They know that there's enough room for people who want to help other people. There are some other organizations out there that they get bitter and they get like, oh, well, we got another one of those. We don't need that because that's what we do. There's enough people that need help to go around.
Totally.
And ATS gets that, and we love working with them. And I'm glad that the management's changed, which I guess it's been almost 2 years now, a year and a half.
Since Paula took over?
Yeah. Seems like
I think we're working on about a year and change.
Okay. But ever since she took over, it's just been a huge difference, in the whole organization, from top to bottom that I've experienced. And I think that is a lot to do with her and a lot to do with the people that she has underneath her that she's picked as her people to take charge and lead things, and it goes a long way. And, to have an organization that is run by a woman, I think is great. A woman who's in recovery.
Yes.
That's awesome. She's a smart lady, and, I love having that relationship. And I think it's mostly because of her, and
yeah, I would say so.
The way things have changed there since she took over.
Like you said, you hit the nail on the head there. I think having someone leading the organization who's in recovery and has a firm foundation and works a good program of recovery is able to, get people in place who are also healthy, whether they're in recovery or not, and have this shared goal and mission. And like you said, I think things are changing. We're becoming more effective. It's just a better atmosphere. And, getting this partnership relationship with 217 and ATS to keep growing and cultivating, it's just only going to get better.
Sky's the limit.
That is it. And then it's like a Biggie reference, and then that can go back to Lil Kim. So we've come full circle.
Oh, baby, I like it raw.
We're going raw. This is how it's going to go.
Wait, what? But you got to watch the video. You'll crack up because it's just my face, I guess. But yeah, it's a pleasure, and we're excited. And, it's a good place when Marnie works for them as well. And I'm like, honey, you can just come work for 217. I'm going to pay you. And she says, yeah, that's cool and all, but I really like working at ATS, and I like working for them. So no.
Yeah, no. What? She loves it, and she was at my office earlier. She's got herself a little office over there to do some testing that she has to do over there, and walked around the corner, and I was like, oh, Marnie. It scared me a little bit, but
but it's great though. It really is. Like I said, that says something, because if it wasn't good, or if she didn't like it, she would be like, okay, peace out, and yeah, it's good stuff. But anyway, we did not get paid for any of that.
We did not.
Just throwing that out there.
We didn't.
Angels. If you'd like to donate to Hemi Quit Singing, you can do that at 217recovery.com/support. Appreciate it. Adam, much love, man. And we'll see you on the beach.
Yeah, and I'll probably walk over to your office later today or tomorrow. So I'll see you at the beach and before. Thanks for having me on.
Anytime that I'm here.
Thanks for listening to the 217 Recovery Podcast. For more episodes plus bonus features, download the 217 Recovery app and support recovery by rating us in the App Store.